You know something? Why am I doing that? For a while now, and by a while I mean the last hour or two, I caught something on the internet regarding the whole mermaid phenomenon that's going on. People saying that mermaids are real and all that stuff. The documentaries on Discovery Channel, Animal Planet, all that stuff. Even, yes, Kim Kardashian's insufferable tweets about mermaids and stuff like that. And I decided I'm a huge nerd when it comes to biology and stuff, so why not get my thoughts on it? So, mermaids, do I think they're real? The answer is they could. They could very well be real. And just a little note, this video is going to be a little shorter than my other videos because what I have to say about it's pretty short and sweet, because this is something I think about a lot of the time, like stuff like this. Like just life forms we may not know but do exist on this planet. Now, the thing you have to understand, anybody who thinks they might not be real, you're entitled to that, but here's the thing. You have to understand, the fossil record is incomplete. Like, and it's not even, like, realistically speaking, the fossil record, for all we know, will never be completed because everything we know is based on stuff we find. You ever heard of Neanderthals? Offshoot of humanity. Well, not necessarily an offshoot. They evolved alongside of us. But the thing is that they were human-like, but they died off while we did survive. And then this comes to the ocean. You know that big body of water that's all around us and composes most of the planet. We don't know, like, when it comes to the ocean, like, if you could accurately make a percentage, like, of all the knowledge about the ocean, like, for a max of 100%, realistically, we only know about no, not even that. We know like 2% of the stuff known in the ocean. I'm being nice there. We don't know everything about the ocean. We don't know half. We don't even know a quarter. We're like, down here, all the way down here. And the thing is that we cannot keep tabs on the entire ocean at all times. We don't know a lot about the stuff that happens at the bottom of the ocean. We haven't seen everything in the ocean. And the other thing is that that doesn't just apply to the ocean. That applies to the land masses as well. I mean, do you guys know how many new species of plants and animals and bacteria are discovered every single year? Seriously, look it up. There's a lot of stuff that gets discovered all the time because we only find it when we're actually looking for it. And the thing about mermaids is, well, a mermaid is basically just a human. That the common thinking is it's a human with a lower body of a fish, fins and all that good stuff. And the thing is, that idea is not entirely implausible, because consider this. Consider humans on land. We get legs, we start walking around and stuff, but now imagine there's a race of humanoids in the water that instead of growing legs grow fins. They learn they're either mammals or maybe they are fish. So either way, they breach occasionally or they swim around all the time. It's not entirely unfeasible because this could be a species that has been around as long as we have, but we are only just now starting to notice because of the advancement in technology. Because mermaids are not some recent thing. There's been paintings, there's been documents, there's been all kinds of stuff written about mermaids. And while you could say that those are all myths, here's the thing. A myth comes from somewhere. It always comes from one place. Someone at some point sees something, they tell other people, and it spreads around. Now, it can become distorted over time. That is true. But the thing to realize is that it came from somewhere. And that's what leads me to think that at some point, maybe someone or a group of people saw this thing that looks like a human but had fins. Like it was just swimming in the ocean. Now, of course, at the time, something like that's just, it's implausible, it's impossible. People are like, no! And people are still like that, don't get me wrong. But at the time, it would have been dismissed as mere fiction, and we would have gone along thinking that it is just that, pure fiction. But when you really stop and think about it, it's not that implausible. In a race of humanoids that live in the ocean, then the only difference between us and them is that they're evolved for an aquatic environment, while we are evolved for this kind of environment. If you're looking at it from an evolutionary viewpoint, it's really not that implausible. It's actually quite possible. And with all this, and with the advancement of technology, with the advancement of the internet in general, like here on this little place we love to make videos on called YouTube, you can find out stuff you could never have found out before. We can spread information. Hold on a second. Hey! They're playing with the toy. But anyways, back on topic. What was I saying again? Oh yeah, the advancement of technology. We can be fully aware of what's happening on the other side of the world, and we don't need to depend on anything but everyone else. We don't have to depend on our government telling us about it, their government telling us about it. Someone can just record a video on a beach somewhere, put it onto YouTube, and everyone can see it, and they're like, and that's what it is. When someone suggests that a mermaid may exist, the immediate thought that comes to my head is not that's impossible. The thought that comes to my head is, do you have proof of it? Like do you have actual evidence of it? Do you have a video of it? Do you have a picture of it? Do you have something that just can back it up? And if you can, show it to me. Because it's not an impossible concept. The idea of a humanoid that can swim and that can survive in the ocean is not impossible. It's just something that you wouldn't expect. So do I think mermaids are real? They most definitely can be. And to anybody who's saying that it's absolutely impossible and that's a complete work of fiction, for the longest time, giant squids were considered to be mere fiction. But nowadays, you find baby giant squid near the surface all the time. And those things are like the size of a human being, a full-grown human being. So, until you have the sort of omens that can give you sight beyond sight and let you see everything at once, don't talk. Okay? That's what I wanted to say. So long answer. So long question, short answer. Yes, I think they might be real. And if they are proven to be real, it'll be the greatest scientific discovery of the century. And whoever discovers them, enjoy your Nobel Prize. I'll be up there clapping with you. Well, not on the stage with you getting a prize, but I mean, like, I'll be watching on the internet or something. That's all I gotta say. Red Vulture out.